With the console wars restarting solid and such a massive amount of new games being released pretty much from everyone, the new decade is kicking off with a bang and a half. Looking forward to this year feels like Christmas, so allow me to make a list of everything I'm ecstatic about. Let me get the most obvious ones out of the way. Cyberpunk 2077 is going to kick ass. I'd go as far as to say it's going to be the Minecraft of the 2020s. Speaking of Minecraft Dungeons looks to be the next best Minecraft game outside of Minecraft. Really? 5 times in 2 sentences? I'm a fucking poet. Doom Eternal seems to be building upon everything that made Doom 2016 so good and put more focus onto its story. While on the topic of sequels, Dying Light 2, Halo Infinite, Resident Evil 3, Watch Dogs Legion, Hollow Knight Silksong, The Last of Us Part 2. All games I'm sure are going to more than please their respective audiences. But the ones that have me the most excited about has to be the sequel to Breath of the Wild, the only Nintendo game on this list. Half-Life 3, I mean it's been a long time. And Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which the original game was such a pleasant surprise that honestly blew me away, and I have absolutely no patience if it comes to getting my hands on it. Moving on to the ones I'm personally hyped for. Project A gives off a lot of Counter-Strike vibes with promise to fix many of the problems plaguing the franchise. 9 to 5 is another tactical shooter in the works. Can't have enough of those. Firewatch is one of my favorite story games, and ever since In the Valley of Gods got announced, I've been eagerly looking forward to it. Antimatter has proven themselves to be more than capable of making a quality hardcore shooter, and with the relatively unique Cold War setting, 83 is looking good. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond is looking to be a good reboot of the franchise, and with Respawn behind it, I think they'll succeed. Rogue Company shares so many similarities with Rogue Heist, even aside from its name. It's a funny coincidence but actually looks to be a good game. Prologue has left me with more questions than answers, but hey, it looks nice. Earthbreakers is a RTS game with a twist. It's also a first-person shooter. The concept sounds interesting and I'm hooked to hear more about it. Now, I'm not a fan of zombie games or horror in general, but every now and then there's a game that manages to make the genre appealing even to me. Rainbow Six Quarantine is probably the first semi-realistic game to do so since Prototype back in 2009. Paperhead, however, is a very cool art style. It has a long way to go, but I'm looking forward to whatever it'll end up being. And where is Dead Island 2? I don't even want to play it, I just want to see it released from development hell. I'm a huge supporter if it comes to accessibility, so I'm happy to see games such as Rust and the Stanley Parable making their way onto consoles, and vice versa for Halo MCC. But out of everything, indies are the ones that have me thrilled. Röki is basically a more fleshed out Poptropica inspired by Scandinavian folklore. I very much enjoyed the demo and can only hope the final product will deliver quality on par or above it. Neversong looks to be yet another platformer filled with aesthetic and personality. Quantum League literally allows you to play with yourself. Rocket Arena looks like a first-person Smash game. Keep in mind this is coming from someone who has never played a Smash game. Ready or Not will probably be as realistic as a tactical shooter can get. Bright Memory Infinite is the follow-up to one of the most impressive solo projects that isn't a solo project anymore. Skate seems to be heavily inspired by the reboot of Doom games, and I'm really digging the fact that it allows co-op. 12 Minutes is a game that's stuck in a time loop. Reminds me a lot of Edge of Tomorrow, which I'm sure was based on something else. Sector's Edge's focus on destruction can't be compared to any other multiplayer game available today. This truly is a rare instance where it said the entire map is destructible, and for once I feel a game has delivered on a promise. Sapiens is so full of ambition, love, and features that it's shaping up to deliver something unique and amazing. It's already ahead of all of its competitors who have ever dabbled into the genre, with so much in the game already and the potential of there being so much more. Dave Frampton, the creator of the game, has recreated Earth all by himself on his own engine in the course of the last 5 years, and I cannot recommend you to check out his devlogs enough. All I hope is that the final product can actually deliver all the features it is set out to do. And finally, Crab Champions. Maybe it's due to my love for the artist and his craft, but the beautiful and stunning visuals, survival racing and duel modes, the fact that it'll get a whole new album of songs independently released, the pro-consumer practices, it has made me more and more hyped with each update we get, and I truly believe this will end up being one of the most fun games out of all the ones listed. The fact it's basically a meme, made by a developer who specializes with music and sound design, just sweetens the deal and results in Crab Champions being my most anticipated game for 2020.